Hey guys, welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about BTC. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin on a macro scale, and we're also going to talk about Bitcoin in terms of volume and the type of a volume profile we're getting right now. And we're going to compare it to the March 2020 crash, right? And all that good stuff, right? So because the March 20th 2020 crash was kind of quick, but the volume similarity it is incredible. Okay, we're nearly getting like the same type of volume profile as we did back in 2020 and all that good stuff, right? March 2020. So we're gonna talk about all that good stuff, right? So if you're new to our content, don't forget to hit the likes, don't forget to join the public Telegram group, link in the description and all that good stuff, right? So now let me take a look at the chat room. All right, so let me know if the sound is good, right? So if the sound is good, we can basically get started. So don't forget to hit the likes, guys. So if you enjoy the content, make sure to hit the likes, guys, hit the likes. We got 10 watching and only 1 likes, so go ahead and hit the likes. So let's do this really quickly. So I think the sound is good, right? So hey, what's up, guys? KAOSFR. All right, so let's get it started, guys. So let's dive into the analysis regarding the 6-hour basis, right? The 6-hour basis, what we said regarding the volume a couple days ago when we got the big dump, we said most likely bull's gonna be taking control over the next like a few days or even few weeks and so on, depending on how they're gonna be pushing the price to the upside, right? And if you can see, well, you can see like the volume we got right here, right around like on the 22nd, right, when we dump all the way down here, it is pretty much similar to the same volume we got back in like May 19th, right? So that's one of the reasons we were saying like just be cautious, no need to be shorting it. Try to short the low 30Ks and all that good stuff, because 30K was a support, as we said when we were dropping right here. We said most likely bulls gonna be very confident buying at 30K, especially when we take a look at it on a 2-day basis. If you take a look at it on a 2-day basis, bulls are in total control based on the 2-day basis. MACD, it is still positive, right here. MACD, it is still positive. You take a look at the 2-day volume, okay. Bulls are in total control, okay. Very low sell volume over the last 30 days. Okay, we got similar structure also back in May, not May, but December 2019, right here on the weekly basis. If we take a look at it on take a look at it on basically Binance, right? Do this. Right there, okay. So basically what I was saying was like bulls are in control based on the volume, even though basically everything was looking quite bearish. So I was like let's not try to short BTC below 7K right here, because you take a look at the volume right there, right here, no sell volume at all for like a for a very long time, almost like a 3 out of 4 weeks. The volume was pretty low right here, okay, even though it was some selling pressure, right, but it was pretty low, okay. So if we go back to our current structure, right, you can see like on a weekly basis, we're starting to see like low volume, right, on Binance right there for like a 2 straight weeks. We got to close the weekly candle right here, but we still we still could assume, like, even if we drop lower, it might not be a big you know, sell volume. So definitely bulls could be taking control over the next like a few days and so on, and you know, try to basically regain the daily 21 EMA. You take a look at it once again on a 2-day basis, volume is low, right? MACD, it is still positive, right? Now let's take a look at it on a 3-day basis. The 3-day basis, what we're saying is like we could get a bullish crossover at any given time, right? So we gotta watch our 3-day time frame, right here. As we said on the 2-day basis, before it basically broke out, guys, what we were saying was like, if we drop down here 31k, that's going to be a buy. Exactly, guys, we hit 31k and pump all the way up to 40k because we were anticipating what, a bullish crossover right here. So that's the same setup we're anticipating on a higher time frame, meaning we're anticipating a bullish crossover on a 3-day basis. Okay, so you don't want to buy after the bullish crossover, you want to anticipate the bullish crossover. Right now it is getting tighter, so it means like all the bulls, okay, who bought at 30k right now, they're feeling very comfortable. Okay, even if price dips down again to the low 30k, it could get bought up very quickly and bounce right back up to the next like resistance. We're going to talk about it once we break or retest like a 40k, but right now we just want to focus on what we want to focus on. The bottom, the top, it is okay. We got unlimited opportunities to basically break above like a 40k, so no need to be panicking if we you know, retest like a 40k and so on, right? So the major support area right now, it is still, you know, 30k, right? Low 30k. Can it break below it? Yes, it could break it, but it might not stay there too long. As we said, it dropped all the way down to 28.7 and basically stay above the yearly low. The yearly low, it is right around like 28k, okay, and we dropped just about like a 28.7, so we still above the yearly low. Okay, we're still above the yearly low, as we said back in January right here. Okay, February, right? 305 was what, support right here. Okay, June we said what, 31k is support. Right now we just signed like 30k. It is going to be a temporary support, you know, till it is no longer a, you know, a strong support. But as of now, once again, seems like bulls are slightly in control on a 3-day basis, and if they can basically stay above 30k, you know, they could create some high volatility to the upside, and they could get, you know, eventually a possible you know, breakout above 40k if that's the case, right? But we will talk about it once we get the bullish crossover right here. Okay, so that's going to be the main you know, main thing to watch over the next like a few days and so on. So let's go back to the 6-hour basis and take a look at BTC on Coinbase, right? So if you take a look at BTC on Coinbase, it is pretty much similar to what Gemini. Okay, we talk about the candle right here, right? Same type of a volume. The volume we got right there back in like a May 19th, right, was like 52,000, right? BTC volume, right? Right here we got just about like half of that, just about like, you know, 28,000. Okay, a little bit more than a half, right? If we go back in March 2020, right here, okay, we got a nice double bottom. Okay, in terms of closing basis, okay, we got nearly 60,000 volume right there, pretty close. Okay, lower, it is higher than the you know, current 52,000 BTC volume, right? On the first dump on May 19th. Right here we got like 32,000. So in terms of like a comparison, it is nearly the same type of a bottom formation. So we could start to like speculate like, hey, we could potentially, all right, since like we're getting like high volume at the bottom, we could potentially break above the 6 hour 21 and later on try to regain the daily 21 EMA. Okay, so let me explain to you exactly what I'm trying to do this. Hey, what's up, Ryan? Thanks a lot for tuning in. Right here. So basically, if you take a look at it, right there, we're already above the 6 hour 21, just getting rejected by the 50 EMA. But the main challenge is like to get above the 6 hour 100 EMA. I don't think like the the 50 EMA going to be a big challenge, right? So if we take a look at it on a daily basis, right, which is basically one of our main resistance, right, daily 21, it is just about like a 36.1. Okay, so 36.1 going to be our temporary resistance right there. If we can regain the daily 21, it doesn't matter even if we basically break it later on. We just want to basically try to test it and stay above it. If we drop below it, we could just drop later on, like back to a 50% pullback and all that good stuff, right? Because our MACD, it is basically positive, right? That's a good sign. We just need to regain the daily 21, because once we get above the daily 21, even if we drop lower, MACD could still be positive. You see what I'm saying? It could still be positive, just like what happened right here. We broke the daily 21, we broke below the daily 21, but MACD was still positive. Okay, the sell-off was strong, and then MACD finally basically gave up the bullish momentum. But as of now, we just need to force the MACD to stay positive, right? We're just starting to cross bullish. That's a good sign. Bears, okay, on the for the bears, right, they could say we got a bearish setup right here on the daily, lower volume, right, as we getting closer to the a potential resistance level. So bears still got something to say, right, regarding a potential rejection right here. But the main thing on the daily is like to get a bullish crossover. Remember, on a 3-day basis, we're trying to force a bullish crossover. So daily has to stay what? Positive. Okay, if the daily can stay positive a little bit, right, that could force, okay, the 3-day MACD to basically cross bullish right there. Okay, that could force the 3-day MACD to cross bullish, and that's going to be a very, very good sign in the short term. Okay, on the higher time frame, it is going to be a different story. If you take a look at the higher time frame, right, the monthly basis, we got like what, 6 days to go, right? 5 days to go, depending if you're a moon boy and you're living in Australia, right, like Jude. So you got like 6 to 5 days to go. So we gotta close the monthly candle right above like just about like 37 to 79, okay, and 89, right? 89 cents, right? So 89, 589 always show up, right, regardless which coin you're analyzing. XRP always shows up, right? So basically I was just joking, but you get the point, right? We got to close above like a 37 to 79, and at least we could say after that we got a chance to avoid the a bearish continuation. But a 3-month bearish monthly closing candles, that's not a good sign. Okay, even though the 3-day time frame is looking to give us a nice pump, we just don't know when we're going to get the pump. But that pump, once again, it has to be something very strong to basically flip the momentum. Okay, so monthly basis, bulls are losing control, right? So bulls gotta still look for macro support like monthly 50, monthly 21 EMA, monthly 50 EMA, monthly 100 EMA, those type of macro support, right? So that's what we needed. That's what we needed to cover regarding the monthly basis and all that good stuff, right? So now let's take a look at the 50-day cycle. The 50-day cycle, very undecided, right? The 50-day cycle could change everything. I know it's not going to be easy. It is going to close like by July 19th, the cycle right here. So it could change everything in terms of like a bullishness. I don't think bulls, going to be strong over the next like a 3 to 4 weeks, right? To basically wipe out the losses right here. Basically pump all the way back up to 60K, before July 19th. Okay, anything can happen, right? We just don't know, right? But if that's the case, that's going to be extremely bullish. Okay. So let's see if that's going to be the case, but let's see. Okay, I'm not gonna say like we're gonna basically pump back to 60K in 2 to 3 weeks, but if it happens, okay, we're just gonna going to get very excited about it, right? So 50-day cycle closing bearish, we said it. That's going to be a bad sign. As long as we're closing green on the 50-day cycle, we're in a bull market. If we close bearish, we're in a bear market. That's why as soon as we close this candle right here, I was like, guys, so we got like over 60% chance now to be in a bear market, right? So let's take a look at it on the Heikin-Ashi. So on the Heikin-Ashi, that's our first bearish candle right here, right? Going to close once again on the 19th. So that's not good, okay? That's not good, okay? On the higher time frame. So if you're trading, like let's say bulls, they trading the higher time frame, right? They got plenty of time, okay, to buy the dips. Not like buying every 5 minutes or every like a 10% dump, stuff like that. They got multi macro supports like to pay attention to, okay? One of them, monthly 21ema, 50 days 21ema. It is just about like now, right now it is at 21K. We got the 50 EMA on the 50-day cycle, just about like a 12K. Okay, so I know those prices are pretty low, but they are moving averages. Okay, I'm not saying we're gonna dump down to these levels, but all I'm saying is if market decides to stay in a bear market, there is a we got a potential move to the downside all the way down to these levels. Okay, so we just have to be mentally ready. That way when we get a potential downtrend all the way down to these levels, we're not going to be like, oh, it's going to be dropping low, stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? Because we're going to be ready. We're going to be like, okay, we're going to be buying at the 50 EMA on the 50-day cycle. It is just about like a 12K right now. Okay, as you can see right here, right there, right here. Okay, it is the same as your weekly 200 EMA. Okay, give or take, right? Just about like a 10% difference, right? But looking at it on the 50-day cycle, it gives you like a better view. That way, you're not going to be worrying about like a weekly close and all that good stuff. You just know exactly where we are in the cycle and not going to be panicking and all that good stuff, right? Hey, what's up, boss? Thanks a lot for tuning in. When is a good time to short Dodge? I mean, Dodge, I don't know, man. I don't know. You have to take a look at it. I mean, it all depends if you just want to short trade it or like sell it and buy it back cheaper. So, and I'm assuming like you're talking about like leverage trading, right? We will take a look at Dodge, right? So let's take a look at BTC on a quarterly basis, right? So quarterly basis, it is quite a, it is quite nice, very impressive, right? Even though everything else is bearish, you take a look at our quarterly basis, right? We're still above our, our quarterly, we're still above the quarterly open right here, just about like a 28.8 on the Heikin-Ashi. So it kind of make it like very, very complex. Like the regular cycle, okay, on the monthly is extremely bearish, right? Right here, very bearish, right? 3 month bearish three monthly bearish candles, right? And if we take a look at it on our Heiken Ash, right, you can see like we quite bullish, okay? So we very bullish on the Heiken Ash. But the thing with the Heiken Ash is like it's not gonna give you like sometimes it doesn't give you early warning. You see what I'm saying? Like right now, you know, if we want to trade the you know, the quarterly cycle on the Heiken Ash, we should be bullish right now. Okay, we should just stay bullish right now. Okay, because nothing is saying right now on the Heiken Ash we should be dropping. We need to wait for a bearish cycle right here. You see what I'm saying? Like what we got right here. But if you want to wait for the bearish cycle, you might be selling like much lower. That's the thing with the Heiken Ash, okay? Because on the Heiken Ash, the next cycle, right? Let's say we close the Heiken Ash cycle right now at 46. It is just about like a 46.8 based on the Heiken Ash, right? We're gonna open the next candle 50% of the previous body candle right here, just about like 36. Okay, so let's say if the Heiken Ash drops down to you know, it has to close somewhere around like below, let's say below 38, 36, right? Below if we open it at 37, right, 38, it has to close below 38 to be bearish, and it could be very volatile and drop all the way down to like a 29 or lower, and that could potentially be like you know, if we take a look at it on the regular candle, that could potentially be way below like a 25k or 20k. Okay, that's a problem on you know, with the Heiken Ash on you know, on a 3-month basis. Okay, so yes, if the next quarter is bearish, it means like the next quarter after that it is going to be really nasty. Okay, but as of now, based on the Heiken Ash, you know, it is saying cycle is bullish. Okay, it is saying like we're in a bull market. So it is kind of, you know, kind of 50-50 if you take a look at it on the quarterly basis, right, on the Heiken Ash. Okay, but like I said, right, if we want to wait for the Heiken Ash on a quarterly basis to be bearish, we could, you know, we're going to be selling at a much lower prices, right, or even buying at, you know, lower prices. It doesn't matter, right, which way you want to look at it. But on the regular cycle, we could we're looking to get a tweezer top, which is not good at all, right? So which is not good at all. Even a 3 weeks you know, tweezer is not good at all, right? So you take a look at it right here back in 2018, that's what we got right here. And I remember back then myself, I was very bullish right here, because I was like, we got a, you know, a beautiful inverse head and shoulder, you know, on the lower degree right here. Okay, but right there I was not bullish right here. Okay, right there I was not bullish. Okay, Shiba, hey, what's up, Crit? Thanks a lot for tuning in. Clay in the house, Mario in the house, Tyler in the house, Shay in the house. Thanks a lot, guys, for tuning in, right? Make sure to hit the likes, guys. Make sure to hit the likes. So going back, let's go back to the monthly basis, right? Because the monthly is very important. You know, it could take forever to break the monthly 21ema. That's one of the reasons, guys, I keep saying it. It doesn't matter if we're going to be in a bear market. It could take forever. You got to get like enough, you know, stamina to stay in the game, right? It could take forever to get your prices, right? Your lower price. It doesn't matter if you're looking for 20, 15. It really doesn't matter. I really don't care, you know, what you're looking for. I mean, I'm just saying like what the chart is saying. I'm not here to tell you like, you know, where you should be buying or how bearish you should be. All I'm saying is it could take forever to get those prices if, you know, we're going to be dropping lower. Okay, so we got our monthly 21 once again, monthly 50 right there, monthly 100. We don't have enough history to go by the monthly 100 EMA, but just because we never retested it doesn't mean like we will never retest it. Okay, I mean, we haven't retested it yet, but just because, you know, we never tested it doesn't mean like we will never test it. Okay, So we just have to keep an eye on it on the macro view. That way we're going to be ready for everything. Okay, we're going to be ready for everything, right? It doesn't matter what will happen, we're going to be like, we were ready, so we're not panicking. We were looking for these prices, we're going to buy the dips, and we're going to be looking for the next cycle, right? Because that's what bear market is for. Bear market is not for selling. Bear market is for buying. Okay, it is not for, like, I don't know how to explain it, but bear market is not something bad. Okay, it is something very, very it is something very good. People should be bullish in a bear market, right? Like, meaning like buying at macro support and just looking for the next like a 10, 20, 30, 100x moves. You see what I'm saying? Because if you want to wait till the bull market starts, you're probably going to get like 3 to 6 months to get, to get all your coins and all that good stuff. And by then, all the coins could be like 10, 20, 30x, above like a resistance. Okay, so you can see like what happened between August and for most August and December, they dumped a lot. Okay, by the time they started pumping like February. Okay, you got February, March, April, bang, everything is gone. So you only got like 3 months to be ready, you see. But if you basically accumulate on the macro scale, when BTC drops down to these macro levels, right, you're not gonna worry too much once BTC breaks above like all-time high, because you gotta alt gonna be bullish. BTC broke above all-time high, alt going to be bullish, and you're gonna be buying alt BTC pairs and then basically let that pump to the upside. All right, so hopefully it makes sense, and we're gonna be all enjoying the bear market if we keep on dropping, and if we keep on pumping, we just resume the bull market. Okay, we just keep on going back and buying these alts, buying BTC, even if you're going to be buying at above like a 65, increasing our exposure above 65k, we're still going to be selling it much higher, like 150 to 100k and stuff like that, right? So stuff looks nasty all the time. I mean it's nasty if if you're bullish all the time, yes. If you basically open to a bear market, it's not nasty. Nasty is relative. Some people love bear market, okay, because they're gonna short the market and they're gonna buy it cheaper. So it doesn't matter to some people, like if we're in a bear market or if we're in a bull market, they're still gonna make money, right? So nasty at some time, okay, at some point could be relative, right? But I'm pretty sure most people don't like anything red regarding to BTC. So let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum on the high time frame, right? But the main thing, once again, we're still above 30k, we're still above the 3 weeks 21, right? Before we talk about Ether, we're still above the 3 weeks 21, so no need to be panicking. Still need to get some exposure into the market instead of being like all out. That's not safe. Okay, we're still above. We still got like like I said, we still got 40% chance potentially to resume the bull market. So don't underestimate 40%, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum. So Ether, almost 60 days, right? If like we close this candle, like it's going to be like over 60 days of a downtrend, okay, lower lows, right? So Ether, we said we could be looking for support just about like a 1350 right there to 1550. We dropped all the way down to like a 1650, so we didn't quite get to like a 1550, but maybe on the next round, if we get one, okay, we could get a potential support at the 3 weeks 21 EMA right here. Okay, So on the weekly basis, it is going to be just about like the 50 EMA, right? Which is right now at 50, 50, 50, 50, not 50, 50, 1550, right? So Ether, we you know, as soon as we basically flip bearish right here, I was saying like MACD is bearish, but price action is above the 21 EMA. If we drop lower below the 21 EMA, it is going to be a, you know, a nice ride down. That's why we basically, you know, we were saying 2850, 2750 range could be the temporary resistance for Ether, right? Okay. The other possibility is like if like we get a three-way move like that on a weekly basis, right? That's going to be a flat, and we could get the leg down like that, something like that. Okay, just like that. Okay, I don't know how low it's gonna drop after that, but we could get a potential flat correction if BTC doesn't break the 30K support. And talking about flat correction, if we go back in 2020 right here, right there. Okay, you can see like the move we got right there. We could get it on Ether on a weekly basis. So Ether is looking quite quite bearish, okay, on the higher time frame. Right here, right? So because the thing is, if we push back up, MACD you know, might fail to cross bullish right here. Okay, it could just give us that fake out pump, right? Meaning like price action going to pump to the upside right here, retest the resistance, but MACD is not going to flip positive. Okay, it's not going to, because the thing with higher time frame MACD is like sometimes you don't get like any divergences, right? Especially on the weekly, like on Ethereum, as you can see right here, we didn't get any divergence on the weekly basis. You know, it was looking so juicy, okay, but you know, we did get one on the RSI, but instead of getting a divergence right here, we could get a flat correction, meaning like price action could do something like that, right? I just explained it to you guys, right? And sucker could double top right there. That's possible. Okay, so that could give us a second chance to you know, take some profits right there, and look to buy at the monthly 21 EMA later on, right? Which is going to be right around like, you know, 1150 or you know, 1250, depending on you know, how fast sucker going to be running. Okay, so talking about the monthly 21, at the same time on the higher time frame, we know the monthly 21 going to be playing a crucial role, right? That's why we're saying over the next like a few months, you know, we could be buying at, you know, $1,000 right here. As you can see, did broke the 21 EMA, could not break it right here, retest the bottom, broke above it, broke out, bang. Okay, so monthly 21 EMA for Ether going to be you know, could be playing a nice role over the next like a few months, right? So keep an eye on it. Monthly 21 EMA just about like 11, you know, 1150 right now, right? Hey, what's up, Pablo Escobar? Thanks a lot for watching. Ryan. Hey, what's up, Tyler? Thanks a lot, man, for tuning in. Let's go ahead and take a look at Dogecoin for Ryan. I think we got one on Poloniex. I think Poloniex, not Poloniex. I think that's enough, right? Yeah, so Dogecoin monthly 21, just about like 9 cents. It got a nice pump though, even though it dropped all the way down to like a 16 on the lower degree, right? Right here we dropped all the way down to like a 16. Got support from the 100 EMA on a 2-day basis, double bottom. Bears, I think bears were calling for a head and shoulder right here, so they did take advantage of the move. So bears gonna be calling for a retest of the trend line. So if you bearish, you could go with the bears right here, and since like we're retesting the trend line, okay, a retest of the bottom right here, and if it doesn't break it, that could be a sign of potential double bottom, right, in the short term, right, short term, okay. But on the high time frame, as I said, right, so I need to find the Dodge, USD, Bittrex. Let's go. Let's take a look at on Bittrex. Yeah, Bittrex. Yeah, if that's the top, man, Dodge could be, could be in a long reaccumulation period again, okay, if that's the top, okay. But as I said, I talked about it like I think back in April, something like that, regarding the 50-day 21ema. If we retest it and doesn't break it, we could get another leg up, just like what happened right here. That's what I was anticipating back then. I was like, okay, Dodge is pretty bullish. We could retest the 21ema at some point, and if we're going to be still in a bull market, regardless of the BTC structure, Dogecoin could steal the show again and basically try to pump all the way up to like a $2 or even $3 range, okay. But I'm just speculating. Let's see if we're going to retest the 21ema, and if we retest it, are we going to be able to hold it, okay, hold above it, okay. That's going to be pretty important, right? Volume is pretty low, so nothing crazy as of now, but that's recalculated. So let's take a look at the real chart. Yeah, volume is pretty low even on Binance, okay. Yeah, I think that's the head and shoulder I was showing you. If we break this level, we got the support area right here, 0.786. But it is looking really good right now, so I wouldn't try to short it till we get a some sort of like a bearish divergences, right, on the lower degree, okay. It looks good. Just retesting the trend line, but give it time. So let's go back to BTC. Yeah, I smell a pump. I just don't know. I don't know if you guys smelling a pump or not, but let me know if you're smelling a pump. I smell one. I don't know when we're gonna get it, but it is really a tough question, right? Are we gonna get the breakout from 25K, or we already in? Okay, we just gonna get the breakout from now on up to basically the weekly 21. Okay, we could get the breakout back up to like a 42.45 after the 30K dump. That's why I was saying, I keep saying it before the drop. When BTC was at 39, I was like, we're gonna drop back down to 30K, right? However, don't be bearish at 30K. If you're gonna be bearish, right? If bears want to be strongly bearish, they got to be bearish at 38, 39. Okay, they got to be bearish at 38, 30, not at 30K. 30K is like take profits and put a stop loss type of a game, right? Not like, oh, we broke 30K, I'm gonna short now. Stuff like that. Man, this sucker, man. I'm telling you, man. This guy is crazy. Okay. That happened to us like back in October 2019. We shorted BTC all the way down to like a 72, 74, but we were trying to short it for another, like, back to like a 6,900, right? Another 300 point. Man, you wake up and you be like, man, sucker is 40% up. So if you didn't learn from that, and it's crazy, but if you didn't learn from the 40% pump, you're never gonna learn, right? And take a look at where we got the 40% pump at the weekly 50 EMA right there, which is basically the same thing as the 3 weeks 21 EMA, we've been calling for as a support, right? And then after that, we got the weekly 100 EMA support, right? Which is our monthly 21 EMA also, right? Take a look at it right here. Either we're gonna get the pump right now, as we already pumping. We're just gonna basically take care of business all the way up to the weekly 100 EMA possibly, right? Or we could just retrace down, right here, and retest the weekly 100, right? And basically get the move to the weekly 21 again. So the range of weekly 21 down to weekly 100, right? The best thing to do is just to trade the tops and bottoms. Okay, that's the top and bottom right here. Mid range, I would say 35. Comfortable range 30K. Okay, so 30 to 25, it is a bull territory. Just about like a 38 to 42, it is a bear territory, right? And it mid range, you don't want to mess with it. You gotta get in right here, unless like you're doing scalping and stuff like that. But swing trading in at 35 could be, you could still make profit, because either way it goes, you're gonna be safe. But the thing is, you're gonna be panicking because you don't know which way it is gonna go, right? Right here, right? Even though it is bullish in the short term, it can basically drop lower or lower and then get to that level. And if you panic, you might be selling at the bottom right here, and you're going to be buying at the top. So if you just jump in at 35, 34, right, you just have to sit tight till you be in profits. Okay, because you're going to be in profits. Okay, bulls or bears, doesn't matter. They're going to be in profits at some point, getting in right here. But the probability for the bears getting in at their own territory, it is higher, right? And being in profit, okay, for bears being in profits, getting getting in at 38 to 42, gonna give them a higher probability being in profits, after a few days and so on. And bulls getting in right here, gonna give them a high probability, of making good profits, right? First time we got 3 green candle first. Okay, I was talking to someone. I think he mentioned the 3 black soldiers and 3 white soldiers. I was like, you can get 3 white soldiers on the daily, meaning like, a bullish reversal. But what would you say regarding a 3 black soldiers on a monthly? Okay, on a monthly. Okay, so that's going to be a tough war, right? So monthly versus daily, which one would you pick? on the high time. I'm not saying like it cannot pump later on, like, you know, that thing cannot pump like to 42, 45. I'm actually waiting for that move. But all I'm saying is on the high time frame, you know, you just have to basically pick the right side, right? Have to pick the right side. But this is not confirmed yet. We still got like 5 days to go. Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Those three bullish daily candle. I mean, if we could get it on the, you know, let's see. I smell a pump. The thing is it is hard to say if you know, we're gonna get it now or we're gonna get it later. Yeah, I mean, short term. That's what I'm saying. Like bulls, you know, bulls are in control as of now. On a 2-day basis, I don't know if you just joined the live stream. I just explained like the volume profile on a 2-day basis. Bulls are in total control, right? Even though price is just about their range, right? You know, the lower degree, okay? On the lower degree, right? You know, we below the mid range, okay? Just about below the mid range. So a drop back down to 30K could create some panics, but I wouldn't short it, okay? If I'm gonna short, right, either I'm gonna short right now or I short high. But I'm not gonna short like below 30K, okay? I mean, not a short-term swing, maybe like scalping, stuff like that, like you know, hourly and stuff like that, but not trying to short it and go to sleep. Okay, you're gonna wake up like, you know, seeing this sucker like to the moon and all that good stuff. All right, boss. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Yeah. So let's take a look at the BTC dominance, right? So not the let's take a look at the BTC down first before we talk about the BTC dominance, right? So if you remember, guys, the BTC down, right? We talked about it when it was right there. We said we got first resistance right here and second resistance right there. And if that's the case, BTC is likely to reverse, you know, it is likely to hit 30K, right? And if we get rejected right there, it could get a nice bounce. Okay, now we nearly back to support right there. All right, so the big question is right now, all right, the volume is decreasing right here, so it means that we're going to get a bounce. So if that bounce is a what is a you know, if like we bounce back up right here, we can still drop back down here and get the reversal. If that's the case, BTC will break 30K. Okay, if that's the case, BTC will break 30K. Because what I'm saying is like we could get this flat correction right here, just like what we got right there, and continue to the downside, retest the support trend line. Okay, so however, right, on the bullish side, right, on the bullish side, we gotta force, okay, we gotta force through right here. We gotta break this one. Either we pump back up to the resistance level right there, just about 8 cents, and drop straight below the trend line support. If that's the case, we're gonna be trading later on above like a 40K. Okay, if that's the case. So the BTC down, breaking the support trend line right here, it means like BTC will break like 42K. Okay, but breaking the upper level right here, it means like BTC will break below 30K strongly. Okay, because we got our next resistance up to like 15 cents or like a 14 cents, which is like daily 100 EMA, the red line right there. Okay, so you need to watch the BTC down. Okay, support, resistance, we got another potential support right here, or even a potential reversal from the current level. Okay, yeah, so yeah, Litecoin got a nice reversal right here, but volume is it is quite low, right? So it means that we gotta pull back at some point and retest potentially 50% to 0.618, and if that retest holds, we got this move. Okay, I like the link chart. It kind of reminds me of man, volume is decreasing a lot right here. It kind of reminds me of GTE. Grand Terra on a daily basis. Right here. So we bought the dip right here in our premium, right, when the stock was like right here, because what we were saying, like, we're gonna get this three-way move right there. That's what we were anticipating, and it even pumped like all the way up above like $1, and buy zone was like a 18 to 23 cents right here, and it pumped all the way up to like $1.25. So if we take a look at the chart of a link, it is pretty much similar to this structure, right? And we had like a multiple alt structure just like that back then, back in November. So it pumped like with most of the alt. So you take a look at link, same exact structure. Okay, same exact structure right here. So we could get this move. Okay, it is still going to be a flat correction. Once again, it is not going to be a strongly bullish pattern. It could end up being bullish if we if we create a bull flag afterward. Once we retest the top right here, right, create some bull flag, we could say, oh, we're going to be reversing after that. But overall, the structure, it is a bearish structure. If we pump back up to like a 33, 34, right? But we will see. We're not going to be focusing on 33, 34. We're just going to focus on like a 23, 25 first. Okay, because support, we talk about it 15.5 in our premium, right? We said 15.5, 16.5. It is support. It is already above like 30% from the lows. Okay, right here, $15, the $15 low right there, right? It is already 25%, right? So keep an eye on link. On the macro view, we just don't want to break below 14K, really, right? On the macro view, if we break the weekly 100 EMA, just about like a $14. We got our macro support trend line. That's going to be a good range to reaccumulate right here, just about like $8 to $12, depending on the wicks and all that. But I don't like to wait for wicks. Once again, I think like buying at the support trend line is the safest. Some people wait for wicks. You're gonna be waiting for wicks, okay? Waiting for these wicks, okay? Don't wait for the wicks. If if you catch them, great. If not, you move on. But I think like buying at the support trend line, it is safer instead of basically waiting for lower prices, and you're gonna end up buying like at higher prices after that. Okay. So that's the same trend line we use as a support back in March, right? Bulls basically bought the dip right here, so they could be buying the dip if we lose the $14 support. But temporarily, okay, we got 25 and potentially 34, right? So but I wouldn't, once again, if bulls did not buy the dip at $14-15, there is no need to go and buy the top right here, because it is kind of risky to buy the top, and if we basically drop down lower to 15-16, bulls could be panicking. So I don't think like it is wise for the bulls to be messing with $18 till BTC gets a clear direction above like a 35-36, right? So market is slightly red, nothing crazy, but we're still above the weekly 50 here. Let's go ahead and take a look at Tezos, because I was talking to 666. So yeah, I was talking to 666 regarding Tezos, right? And we got this potential hidden bullish divergence, right? If we can basically keep the momentum and do not break the 150 support, okay, we could be looking for the upper level of the trend line over the next like a few weeks, okay? So we need to hold at or above like a $2, okay, for Tezos. If we break it, we got 50% pullback, just about like 150, and we got the 0.786 at just about like $1, okay, $1 to $1.20. But let's see, okay, let's see what we're gonna get. All right, guys, it's been an hour. I'm just gonna call it a day. Be safe out there. If we get a dump like overnight, I'm gonna go live, right? If not, we just stay cool, right? All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching.